What up, y'all, and welcome to the Illinois State Fairgrounds for the Springfield Dirt Mile event. Gearing up for heat races, 10 laps apiece. No caution flags will fly unless absolutely necessary. Heat 1, we've got Bradley Bishop Jr. and Bob Burns on the front row with J.D. Martin and Luke Martin in row 2. Blaze McKinney, Blake Warren, row 3. Peter Onjak, Shawnard, row 4. Samuel England and Jerry Cook in row 5. With Eric Monaco and Austin Runkle in row 6. Top 8 finishers from each heat advance to the main event. And the green flag is out for heat number 1. Already seeing 4 wide about here on lap 1 of the heat. The racing here at the Springfield Dirt Mile is always insane. You know, we had that huge crash a year ago with Ace Wild barrel rolling out of turn 2. AJ Jones, who did the nose stand after 5 wide gone wrong out of the corner. So this is the one race where really only technically the top 4 in owner points are locked into the field, as anyone can use a provisional. However, we've never had such a scenario occur in 3 years of running this race. You can see they were borderline 4 wide again right there. You see Luke Martin getting everything he can to the inside of his driver, J.D. Martin. And in this event's history, Ford is usually the dominant manufacturer across the heats. Last 2 years of this event, Ford has won 3 of the 4 heats each time. However, here in heat number 1, there is not a single Ford. So we are guaranteed to have a different manufacturer get the win here than the Blue Oval in at least this heat. Last year, Mercedes did get 1 heat win from Blaze McKinney. I believe in 21, Toyota got 1 heat win. And that came from Christian Vargas for Flipside. So halfway through heat 1 already. And no incidents thus far. Bradley Bishop Jr. starting to get some heat from Luke Martin for the race lead. Starting order is set via heat winners getting 1st to 4th and then going off of their Q times to tie break. So Bradley Bishop Jr., if he does not win the heat, finishes 2nd, he could start anywhere 5th to 8th, depending on the Q times of the 2nd place finishers from other heats. So 1st is 1st to 4th, 2nd place finishers 5th to 8th, 3rd, 9th to 12th, and so on, with 8th place finishers starting 29th to 32nd. The last chance qualifier, the top 6 make the main event and will start 33rd to 38th in order of their finishing positions from the last chance qualifier, and then we set the final 4 positions on provisionals. Luke Martin, though, here in heat 1 is right on the quarter panel of Bradley Bishop Jr. Bradley has led every lap here in this heat, and Luke's looking to take the race lead here from him right at the end. Looking at that cut line right now, final driver in is Blake Warren over Peter Onjak. Luke gonna get right up to the door of BBJ. Eric Monaco, Austin Runkle, and Samuel England also at the bottom of the running order. Luke Martin takes the race lead from BBJ here, coming to the white flag. Can he hold them off for a lap to win heat number 1? BBJ with a great run through turn 2, gets right back to the inside of Luke Martin. Into turn 3 and 4. BBJ with the advantage. Can Luke Martin get a run off the top side? No. Bradley Bishop Jr. will win heat number 1. Luke Martin, Blaze McKinney, Jerry Cook, Blake Warren, Bob Burns, Sean Ard, and Peter Onjak race in, with JD Martin falling outside of the top 8 at the very end. So JD Martin, Eric Monaco, Austin Runkle, and Samuel England will head to the last chance qualifier. And we'll get set up for heat number 2. Getting ready to go racing in heat number 2. It's a Monster Energy Racing front row with Tib Foster and Huck Davis. Row 2, Malik Nevins and William Brock. Edward Siemba, Randy Riggs Jr. in row number 3. Ryan Griffin, Mac Johnson, row 4. Jeff Bolton, Jacques Anderson, row 5, with Samet Oskin and Benjamin Snyder in the final row. Huck Davis won a heat race here 2 years ago for Texan Motorsports. We'll see if he can get a heat win here today for Monster Energy Racing. Green flag is out. We are underway in heat number 2. Ryan Griffin going to make an immediate move to the inside, 3 wide on Siemba and Randy Riggs Jr. Nevins to the inside of Huck Davis for second place. Now, all of the heat winners last year were Blaze McKinney, AJ Jones, JD Martin, and Ace Wild. Now, McKinney and Martin, JD that is, were just in heat number 1, and neither of them won the heat. Bradley Bishop Jr. dominating, leading 9 out of 10 laps. And we are now into heat number 2. And AJ Jones, I want to say, is in heat number 3, and Ace Wild is in heat number 4 once again. See if they can defend their heat crowns, as I think the caution flag is out. Did I see that right? Yellow flag is out. We have had an accident deemed worthy of a caution, and someone is smoking. It's the 4 of Jacques Anderson, the 37 of Samet Oskin, and the 55 of Benjamin Snyder, all involved. So caution has been called. This will be the quickie, a quickie yellow. All 3 of those trucks are destroyed, so those drivers will head to backup trucks, which they will run in the last chance qualifier. And that'll leave just 1 position left on track that'll head to the LCQ. So let's take a look at what caused this accident. So these guys were racing for last down the front straightaway, heading into turn 1. And Samet Oskin turns down and hits the inside pit wall and comes back up the track into Benjamin Snyder, who turns them both up into Jacques Anderson. And all 3 trucks, well, 2 trucks, slam the outside wall, and then Samet Oskin slams into Jacques and spins pretty fast there, but stays on the ground. But that destroyed all 3 trucks. And they will head to the last chance qualifier. So a quickie yellow will have 5 laps to go here in heat number 2. Tib Foster leads it. Huck Davis, William Brock, Malik Nevins, Ryan Griffin the top 5. Edward Siemba, Jeff Bolton, Randy Riggs Jr. Those are the 8 in, with Mac Johnson 1 position out. Can Mac race his way in? Or will he be heading to the LCQ as well? Big move by Huck Davis and William Brock here off of turn 2 to the inside of Tib Foster, looking for the lead. And Huck Davis will clear Tib Foster, as does William Brock. They are still side by side at the start-finish line. Into turn 1 they go. William Brock will clear for the race lead. Coyote Autosport trucks, man, they have been fast as heck all year long. William Brock, one of 2 drivers to have won 3 races this season at Dubai, Talladega, and Pukekohe. So Brock has been pretty dang good on the roadies, and they also had the good pace to win at Talladega. And then we saw AJ Jones also get a win for Coyote in Italy on the Milano circuit. So these trucks have been bad fast, but they haven't won on a non-super speedway oval yet this season, which we saw them win on non-super speedway ovals last year. William Brock got the win at the Dodge Motordrome, and I think he got a win somewhere else, but it's slipping my mind where. But final lap here in heat number 2. Tib Foster giving chase, trying to make this a 2-for-2 for Ram. That one truck is just getting so much power down off corner exit. See, Tib really didn't gain anything down the back straightaway. He's going to try and send it in here into turn 3, make a move off of turn 4. He's right there, but won't be able to make a move. William Brock wins heat number 2. And Mac Johnson got by Randy Riggs Jr. there in the last 5 laps. So William Brock, Tib Foster, Huck Davis, Siemba, Nevins, Griffin, Bolton, and Mac Johnson race their way into the main event. Randy Riggs Jr., Benjamin Snyder, Samet Oskin, and Jacques Anderson will head to the LCQ. Heat number 3 about to get underway. AJ Jones is on pole, defending heat winner from 2022. He's got Jordan Fisher to his outside. Hannah Allen, Kev Shearer in row 2. Arya Carmona, Michael Miller, row 3. Al Bunch, Roberto Crown Jr., row 4. Angel Gutierrez, Aiden Carlton in row 5, with Henry Thomas and Ben McDowell in row 6. It's the final heat that has 12 trucks. Heat number 4 will only have 11. Green flag is out. Can AJ Jones make it 2-for-2 on the Coyote Autosport team here in the heats? Fisher falling back to 3rd. Hannah Allen clear on the inside. Now Allen gonna charge for the lead on AJ Jones. Allen right to the bumper of AJ Jones off of turn 2 as Jordan Fisher now with a run. Gonna look to make a move for 2nd place. Trying to take that momentum to the inside of Jones as well for the lead. This is Fisher's 3rd race since coming back from the injury sustained in the Indy 250 back in May. And Fisher yet to visit victory lane here in 2023. Racing hard here to the inside of AJ Jones. A little slide there, middle of the corner. Still gets a good run on exit. Now Arya Carmona for S3 Motorsports with a good run down the back straightaway as they will be 3 wide about for the lead. Make that 3 wide for 2nd. Hannah Allen swerving up the track to give room to Carmona. Fisher takes the top spot. AJ will fall back to 4th place here as now they are going to be 3 wide for the lead. But Allen and Fisher clear Carmona, and then Fisher clears Allen. Now Allen and Carmona side by side for second as AJ Jones gets a big run here down the front straightaway. So does Al Bunch. How about Al Bunch up to 5th? So we take a look back at the transfer battle. Oh, Michael Miller hard into the outside wall, trying to get everything he could there out of it. And that's going to drop him from 7th to 9th and put Angel Gutierrez in the final transfer spot. So far, Ben McDonald, Henry Thomas, and Aiden Carlton have shown minimal pace here in this heat race. Oh, now Gutierrez scrapes the wall off a turn 2. Everyone's scraping the wall here in heat number 3. So up at the front, Hannah Allen has taken the lead back away from Jordan Fisher. As now Carmona and AJ Jones race side by side for second. How about Al Bunch to the inside of Jordan Fisher for 4th? Great run here by the rookie in the 65 for Gatlin Downey Incorporated. Even if it's just a heat race. Almost 3 wide for the heat lead once again, but Carmona and Fisher don't get enough of a run here off a turn 4 exit. Hannah Allen stays single file in the race lead, but now Carmona charging back through turn 2 right to the quarter panel of the number 8 Ram. They'll be coming to the white flag. Michael Miller has gotten back up to 8th place. Can Allen hold on to give Breeding Enterprises their second heat win? Top 7 have separated from the rest of the field. Allen gets a good run down the back straightaway to separate herself from Jordan Fisher. Fisher going to take a stab at it here through turn 4, but not going to have the momentum on his side. And Hannah Allen wins heat number 3 for Breeding Enterprises. Jordan Fisher, Aria Carmona, AJ Jones, Al Bunch the top 5 with Roberto Crown Jr., Kev Shearer, and Michael Miller advancing to the main event. Angel Gutierrez, Henry Thomas, Ben McDonald, and Aiden Carlton will go to the last chance qualifier. It's time for heat number 4, final heat race. Nelson Reeves is on pole with Saden Davidson to his outside. Brandon Beal, Ace Wild in row 2. Austin Rogers, Aiden Smith, row 3. Dewey Schramm III, Josh Crash in row 4. Bradley Ream, Pedro Evo Lucas, row 5. And Seth Cole rounds out row 6 by himself. So 2 Breeding Enterprises Rams and 1 Coyote Autosport Ford have won the heat races so far. If Ford's to make it an even split on the day, Bradley Ream's going to have to run up through the field and get it done, because Seth Cole, he might have just enough pace to race his way in, but I don't know if he's got pace to get up to the lead and fight for the lead, as Lucas was in the wall there a little bit off of turn 4. Austin Rogers making quick work, going from 5th to 2nd place. Now he's got teammate Davidson to his inside. They are 3 wide behind the Silver Fox Motorsports teammates. Now Rogers in the wall. It's going to cost Rogers some positions. Davidson up into 2nd place behind Reeves. So they are 3 wide for 3rd behind them. Dewey Schramm the third looking to get up into the top 5. They are going to be 4 wide. Aiden Smith squeezing Austin Rogers up to the outside wall off the corner. They keep it together. They keep it straight. Now Rogers trying to fend off Aiden Smith for the position. And he will get enough of a run to do so. Austin Rogers was having a heck of a race going 2 weeks ago at Memphis when a pit cycle caution fell on the wrong side of things for him and cost him a shot at getting maybe a top 5 run. It looked like he had the pace for that. Instead, he came home in 20th. Now, though, to the inside of Davidson, you can see that pace and drive here for Austin Rogers once again at the Springfield Dirt Mile this time. But Rogers up to second now, 4 laps to go. Can he get to Nelson Reeves? We saw similar dominance from Bradley Bishop Jr. in heat number 1, where Bradley Bishop Jr. led the first 8 laps of his heat, got past on lap 9, then passed Luke Martin back on lap 10 to win the heat. Could we see something similar happen here maybe between Reeves and Rogers? You see Rogers running a lower line through 3 and 4 to try and gain the gap, but Reeves gets a good exit off of the corner. Davidson, meanwhile, staying in line in 3rd. Rogers nicks the wall again. Josh Crash has made it up to 4th. So a good run here for the Single Z Racing truck. See Crash and Beal both set to advance here by a top 8 right now, as Ream, Seth Cole, and Lucas have a good gap back to Ace Wildman. Wild has had no pace here in this heat, which is kind of surprising after seeing what Tibb and Huck did in their heat race. Austin Rogers is all over the bumper of Nelson Reeves here, coming to what'll be the white flag. And down the front straightaway, he's alongside Reeves. Reeves has led every lap here from the pole in this heat race. Is he going to lose the heat win on the final lap? Him and Rogers are side by side. He's got the run down the straightaway. Now Davidson ditches him to help his teammate. Davidson now making a move of his own. Reeves falls back. Rogers, Davidson, side by side to the start-finish line. And it's Austin Rogers by 40. Nope, hang on. 44 1/1000ths of a second over his teammate in the 29. Reeves will come home in 3rd with teammate Dewey Schramm the 3rd in 4th. Josh Crash 5th. Brandon Beal 6th. 2 more team trucks back-to-back positions. It ends there. Aiden Smith in 7th with Wild 8th. Seth Cole, Bradley Ream, and Pedro Evo Lucas will head to the last chance qualifier. So 15 trucks, 6 positions to race in for, and then 4 provisionals will decide the final running order. Getting ready for 20 laps of action here in the last chance qualifier. JD Martin, Randy Riggs Jr. on the front row with Angel Gutierrez and Seth Cole in row 2. Eric Monaco, Benjamin Snyder, row 3. Bradley Ream, Henry Thomas, row 4. Cement Oskin, Austin Runkle in row 5. Pedro Evo Lucas and Ben McDonald, row 6. Samuel England in row 7 with Jacques Anderson, and Aiden Carlton rounds out the field in row 8. Samuel England is locked in automatically due to a past champions provisional. So if he does not finish top 6, he will make the race on a PCP. Green flag is out. JD Martin with a huge launch off into turn 1. The 64 truck has one more scheduled race, by the way. Next time out at Chicagoland, Anthony Marchese will be behind the wheel, as Man Gutierrez actually got so far up the track on entry there in turn 3 that he kicked up some dust. So Marchese will still have a provisional to use, even if England uses a provisional here today. But I'm sure Samuel England would prefer to race in the field than have to rely on that past champions provisional, and that is what he is trying to do right now. JD Martin clear out in front on his own, probably has the best truck in the field out of the drivers here, as Bradley Ream currently has gone all the way up to second now. Randy Riggs Jr. still up here. He is in third. Monaco fourth. Lucas fifth. And Gutierrez currently the top sixth. As Runkle and Samuel England are charging up the inside line. Runkle looking to take position from Gutierrez. Help from Samuel England. Now they're going to be almost 3 wide for what would have been 4th place there. As Runkle now clears Monaco as well. That moves Runkle up to 5th. England side by side with Monaco will look to take 6th place. There's now Riggs to the inside of Ream for 2nd place. England moves up a lane. That allows the door to open for Aiden Carlton. Now Carlton looking to make the show so that all 3 single Z trucks make the race. A couple of drivers out of provisionals in this thing, including the 4 of Jacques Anderson, 08 of Angel Gutierrez, among some others. I'm not looking at the sheet, so I don't know offhand. But if you are watching at home, hopefully you know if your driver needs to race their way in here or not. JD Martin remains untouched. He's led every lap so far. Randy Riggs Jr. has managed to stay inside the top 3 as he's looking to fight off Austin Runkle for 2nd place. Lucas is in 4th. Now Ream and Carlton are side by side for 5th. Jacques Anderson looking to push Carlton through the corner and move up into a transfer spot. It's getting a little hairy here in the middle of the field. Carlton up to 4th place now. Jacques Anderson still looking to clear for the transfer position. Oh, he is running Samuel England up the racetrack. Still a bumper-to-bumper battle here, side by side off of turn 2. McDonald's looking to make it 3 wide for the position. England still fighting hard with some huge runs off the corner. 5th at the start-finish line. Battle is on for the lead between Randy Riggs Jr. and JD Martin, and the battle is over. Riggs takes the position. Now Runkle looking for 2nd as they are stacking up behind them. 4th on back. England gets another great run off of turn 2. Clears for 5th. Now he's looking for 4th on Carlton. 10 laps complete here in the last chance qualifier. 10 laps to go. Now Pedro Ivo Lucas holds the final transfer position. Jacques Anderson to his inside looking for 6th, and he will take the spot away. Jacques, though, looking to battle back with a run off the outside line, but he gets into the wall just a bit. JD Martin fighting off Aiden Carlton for 3rd. looking to maybe start making a run back towards the lead here. Riggs leads it with Runkle in second. Martin, though, now has Samuel England to his inside. Carlton now gets a good run. He's back to the outside of England. Side by side for fourth. Lucas by himself right now in sixth. England looking for a way by J.D. Martin. Now JD to the inside of Runkle, looking to the inside of Riggs. Meanwhile, at the back of the field, it has stayed Sameta Oskin, Seth Cole, Ben McDonald, Henry Thomas, Benjamin Snyder been back there pretty much this entire race. So they are hoping right now that certain drivers don't race their way in, so that they might have a chance to use a provisional. Going to be 5 laps to go in the last chance qualifier this time by. Runkle charges back to the inside of J.D. Martin, looking for second place. He will take it. England now has Lucas to his inside for fourth. Jacques Anderson right there in sixth, has Carlton right behind them for that final transfer position. Here comes Bradley Ream, Eric Monaco, and Angel Gutierrez single filed up as the others race behind them. Now Benjamin Snyder is pretty much locked in on a provisional here. He is high enough in the Provo order to use one if needed. Gutierrez, though, that 08 truck is out of provisionals. He's got to get up here to the top 6. As J.D. Martin just drove by Runkle and Riggs here, coming to 3 to go, and J.D. takes the lead back. So go to the helicam, show you a good angle of the lines drivers are taking. Samuel England trying to hold off Aiden Carlton to keep 6th. Jacques Anderson has driven up to 5th. Oh, look at the big checkup, though, there on the bottom by Anderson. 2 laps to go at the start-finish line. Riggs with a huge run down the straightaway. Checks up because Runkle moves in front. England still looking to defend for 5th. Now he'll be up top 3 wide next to Anderson and Carlton. Riggs and Lucas fighting side by side for 3rd. Anderson with a good run moves past England for 5th place. As we come to the white flag, 1 lap to go in the last chance qualifier. Does Runkle have anything for J.D. Martin? Ooh, big run off of turn 2, but he had to check up, I think, just a bit to not get into him and make contact. Through turns 3 and 4, coming to the win for the last chance qualifier. It'll be a side-by-side battle between the 27 and the 3. J.D. Martin will get it over Runkle. Lucas 3rd, Riggs 4th, Jacques Anderson 5th, and Aiden Carlton transfers in 6th place, meaning Samuel England will use a past champions provisional to make the main event. So now the question is, who will make the race on the other provisionals? And it's going to be the 55 of Benjamin Snyder, the 13 of Ben McDonald, and the 12 of Bradley Ream that'll make the race on provisionals, with Samuel England getting in on a past champions provisional. So Angel Gutierrez is the only driver that did not race their way in that was out of provisionals. Otherwise, if Angel had any left, That's goofy looking. If Angel had any left, he would have been in on a provisional, but that team is out. They have used them all. Also, out of the race will be Seth Cole, Eric Monaco, Samantha Oskin, and Henry Thomas. But I believe Reem might have used his last provisional. I'm not certain on his Provo count right here offhand. But we're getting to the end of the season. And I mean, with 6 races to go after this weekend, I think we'll eventually get to a point where Seth Cole and some others will start to make more races because everyone ahead of them is going to be out of Provos. But that's all I've got for this video. I will see you guys for the main event, the Springfield Dirt Derby, as we're calling it this year. I don't know when that's going up. Current SAC has no idea how future SAC is going to schedule the videos. So yeah, you know after watching this when the main event is, but currently me recording this, I don't. So that's it for the video, and I'll see you for the Springfield Dirt Derby.